Shalom Akim, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem HaKadosh, double honors and salutations to the elders and apostles of greatness doing the well, and to the Aki around the four corners of the earth, preaching the gospel for my Shak Yahweh Shai in sincerity and truth, and to the gents of mine, his brother Menashe, with the DC Church, short lesson to edify the hopeful elect in these last days. Alright, so you see on the screen, yeah. Moab, man, Moab has joined hands with Edom to push along for this agenda for his new world order with the jab scene. Yeah, so you see, it says only those with the C jab scene passport will be able to return to their daily lives. That's what the South Korean Prime Minister said, alright? So it just shows you that it's a concerted effort, alright? They conspire together behind closed doors to enslave the whole world, because their goal is to enslave the whole world and to also rid the world of the Israelites, and that's the trick they play. You know that their secret mission is to come against the children of Israel, which is the so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, and the so-called Native Americans that are spread out throughout the four corners of the earth, wherever they are. All right, so that's why they're in cahoots with the elites of this world, especially the Edomites, man. You know, and they're desperate, man. You know, they're desperate. All right. So it says doses of the Pfizer BioNTech CV disease vaccine are seen at a C19 vaccine center in Seoul, South Korea. Yeah. So Moab is in on it too. You know. So I'm gonna read the first paragraph. It says Seoul, alright, has announced it will issue digital certificates verifying a person's C19 vaccination status, becoming the latest nation to adopt the controversial measure as a means to reopen cross-border travel. Yeah, so the scam. Yeah, the scam is real, man. You know, the scam is real. Okay, so it just shows you who and who is on board with this agenda, alright? Then it says South Korea will roll out a smartphone application this month that will be able to show whether someone has been administered the jab. Prime Minister Chung Sie-kyun said on Thursday the system will use blockchain technology to guard against potential identity theft. Yeah, so it's all prophecy. You know, that's about, all I'm going to read. But, you can always check out the news itself, okay? So then it says right there, you see the buzzword, Green Pass. Right there, Green Pass. Alright, so they have to introduce, alright, they have to bring this agenda to pass, okay? So don't be surprised, man, that a lot of other countries will be pushing for this. Even the state of Israel, they already going full steam, and they making life difficult for folks that do not want to go along with the scam. So the book of Revelation chapter 2 verse 10 says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. Yeah, so it's gonna be a confrontation very soon because you know the power of darkness wants to have full control over the earth, and the Lord is not going to allow that to happen anymore. So what do you expect the rulers of this world to do? So they're going to fight tooth and nail to to realize that objective. All right. So you have to be up to date. See, it tells you about their goal to have a blockchain technology. All right. They will use a blockchain technology to help prevent against identity theft. And what that tells you, they're going to be tied in with the financial system, and then they're going to introduce the mark of the beast. So they have to create several false flag events to make that that drama more realistic. All right. So the book of Psalms chapter 64, I'm going to read from verses 1 to 4. It says, hear my voice, O power, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. That's the desire of the elect. Okay. Hide me from the sacred counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. Yeah, so they're organizing themselves to come against the men of the Lord. And the word for insurrection, right, in Psalms chapter 64, verse 2 is Ragash, right? Ragash. That's H7285. And it says company, okay? So it's going to be a company of organizations, of corporations, of governments that would organize themselves to come against the men of the Lord. Okay, so verse 3 says, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. So you're going to have a lot of propaganda they're going to have to direct to to cause harm to the people that do not want to go along with a scam. All right. And don't be surprised when you label the domestic terrorist in the news, because these devils, they control the media, and they're willing to go to any extent to falsify and to twist and doctor documents to turn against you. So they have the people, making your life difficult. All right. Then verse 4 says, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. Yeah, so they feel emboldened, man, from the so-called sheriff all the way down to the police chief and their minions, wherever they are. You'd be surprised how deep the rabbit hole goes. So don't be surprised, man, when these government agencies start to come against the men of the Lord and start cracking down on those that have faith in the Lord Hamashiach Yahushai. All right. So it's gonna be beautiful, man, to see your enemies face to face. All right. And then Second Ezra chapter 16, verse we'll start from verse 70 to 73. All right, so it says, for there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. So our people that trust in the Lord Hamashiach Yahushua throughout the four corners of the earth, they have to deal with the insurrection. All right, the coordinated effort of this tyrannical system, you know, pointing a barrel in that direction, besieging them in their homes, on the jobs, and all that stuff, even while they're on the streets in their vehicles, wherever they are, there's going to be a systemic targeting, okay? Then it says, they shall be like madmen sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. All right? For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Yeah, so that right there shows you that the so-called United States Constitution is going to be done away with. All right? Because of all these declaration of martial law and all these emergency declarations, they have to hurry up because the elites know that their power over the people is short and they're desperate to extend it, so they're going to come out heavy-handed. That's why they're pushing so many lies on the media, and they have the false, all these false representatives, whether they want to call themselves mayors or coroners or sheriffs or police chiefs or attorney generals or senators or congressmen or ministers and all that stuff. They're going to be out there trying to convince the people to go along. When the people say nope, then they have to go to the next stage, the next plan, to make the people's life difficult. And that's why they have to introduce this so-called green pass, all right? The vaccination passport, okay? So you just have to deal, with the confrontation spiritually, okay? Verse 7:3 says, then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire. Yeah, so the elect gonna have to endure all types of persecution and oppression, all right? To glorify the name of the Lord, because it's not really about us, it's about the Lord, all right? It's about representing what the Lord stands for, okay? So you just have to accept that challenge, okay? It's a challenge, to your faith, all right? So the book of 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 14, it says, but if ye suffer for righteousness' sake, happy are ye, and be not afraid of their terror, neither be troubled. Yeah, so that's a word of encouragement right there, because the prophets of old, they had to deal with all types of dangerous circumstances, and the Lord intervened, all right? And those that passed on, they understood what the whole experience was all about, all right? So it's not about what you experience in the flesh, it's about what you experience spiritually. So I read again, 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 14. And if ye suffer for righteousness' sake, happy are ye, and be not afraid of their terror, neither be troubled. Yes, don't let their threats, shake your mind, man, shake your foundation, all right? Because these are your future servants, man. These elites of these Edomites and the heathens. Those are your future servants, man. So don't, don't put your head down for them, man. They're just, puppets right now. They're just puppets on the left-hand side, all right? And then final precept will be from the book of Romans, chapter 16, verse 20. And the power of peace shall bruise Satan under your feet shortly. The grace of our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach be with you. Amen. And that's all it boils down to. All right. So it's the Lord that's gonna, put our enemies in check. All right. You don't have the physical means, you don't have the financial means, you don't have the psychological means to stand up against the devil. All right, all you have to do is trust in the Lord, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kwakadash, to pull down these strongholds that have been set up against our people, so that we could have the last laugh. So that's the point that I can make no covenants with the uncircumcised. Shalom.